Number of shares are 900. PAT is 13,500. So 13,500 divided by 900. So EPS, earnings per share. So EPS we got how much? EPS we got 15 rupees. EPS we got 15 rupees. Now, according to EP approach, the cost of equity is K is equal to E by P into 100. That is equal to earning per share 15. Market price per share is given in the problem 120 into 100. So 15 by 120, 12.5%. We got K, cost of equity, we got 12.5%. Last one, C point, cost of retained earnings. Reserves, KR. Since there is no flotation cost, in equity, so KE is equal to KR. So KR is equal to 12.5%. अगर flotation cost नहीं है तो KE और KR दोनों equal होते हैं. Both are equal when we don't have flotation cost. Now we have calculated the specific cost. Now we can write on calculation of WACC, weighted average cost of capital. Type of capital, book values, specific cost, then total cost. Three types of capital. First of all, debt. Second, equity. Third one, reserves. Now, it is given in the problem 52,000 rupees are the debt and 90,000 rupees is the equity and reserves are 18,000. If you take the total, it is given in the problem 1,60,000. Debt KD is 4%, KE is 12.5%, retained earning is 12.5%. WACC is equal to total cost divided by total capital into 100. The cost, we calculate the cost now. Multiply 50,000 into 4%, 2080. 90,000 into 12.5, 11,250. Then 18,000 into 12.5, 22,250. 22,000. 18,000, 12.5%. 18,000 into 12.5%, 2250. Now add up. It is 15,580. 15,580 divided by 1,60,000 into 100. WACC is equal to 9.74. See, previous problems जो किए थे, in the beginning we have done the problems only on specific cost. Secondly, we have done the problems on calculating WACC. लेकिन अब जो problem करें, both we have calculated. We have calculated specific cost and also we have calculated WACC. पहले specific cost मालूम करें KD, KE and KR. Then we have calculated WACC. Without specific cost, we cannot get to the WACC. और एक पॉइंट याद रखिए, कॉस्ट ऑफ इक्विटी मालूम करने के लिए प्रीवियस प्रॉब्लम में डीपी प्लस जी अप्रोच अप्लाई किए थे. वी हैव अप्लाइड डीपी प्लस जी अप्रोच, बट इन दिस प्रॉब्लम dividend information is not given. The information given in the problem is PAT, profit after tax, and number of equity shares. So PAT divided by number of equity shares, we get EPS. EPS is equal to profit PAT divided by number of shares. तो EPS आने के बाद EP approach apply करेंगे. According to EP approach, K is equal to E by P into 100. E stands for EPS, P stands for market price. See the next 24th problem. A company has the following capital structure: 12% debentures 26 lakhs, 8% preference share capital 10 lakhs, 20,000 shares of 50 each, equity share capital 25 lakh, 50,000 shares of 50 each. So we have three types of capital: debentures, preference, and equity. The equity shares are currently selling at rupees 60 per share, ये market price per share, and is expected to get the dividend of 4 rupees per share, DPS. Shareholders anticipate that equity dividend will grow at the rate of 6% per annum in the near future. So in this problem we are given the market price per share, equity share, it is given dividend per share, it is given growth rate. So we will apply DP plus G approach. DP plus G approach for calculating KE. The company has a tax rate of 60%. From the above information, you are required to calculate the cost of capital of the company. Cost of capital of the company का मतलब overall cost of capital, weighted average cost of capital we have to find. But before calculating WACC, we are required to calculate the specific cost. Without specific cost, we cannot get to the WACC. So पहले first of all 24th problem. Calculation of specific cost. A. Cost of debt, KD. KD after tax is equal to I divided by NP into 1 minus T into 100. This is the formula for KD after tax. I is equal to interest. What is the rate of interest on debentures? 12% of rupees 26 lakhs. NP is equal to net proceeds on issue, that is rupees 26 lakh. Because we don't have any flotation cost, any discount, premium, nothing. T is equal to tax rate. Tax rate is 60%, 0.60, right? Now 12% of 26 lakhs. 12% of 26 lakh, 3,12,000. Now KD after tax is equal to I is 3,12,000 divided by 26 lakhs into 1 minus 0.6 into 100. If you solve, you will get 4.8%. Come on, one item we got. We got cost of debt. Now cost of preference capital. Cost of preference capital, KP. Cost of preference capital, KP. So KP is equal to DP by NP into 100. DP is equal to preference dividend, 8% of 10 lakhs, rupees 80,000. NP is equal to 10 lakhs. KP is equal to 8% we got. Cost of preference. Now we have to calculate KE. Cost of equity. For calculating KE, we apply D by P into 100 plus G. Because we are given dividend price and growth rate. The dividend per share, it is given in the problem. The dividend per share is 4 rupees. Market price per share is 60. Growth rate in dividend is 6%. So KE is equal to, we'll get 12.67%. That's it. We got all the three items, KD, KP and KE. Now easily we can find out the WACC. Here already table is prepared. Now type of capital, 12% debentures. Next is preference capital. Last one is equity capital. So 26 lakhs. Here it is 10 lakhs. Last one equity is 25 lakhs. Specific cost is 4.8%. Here it is 8% KP. Here it is 12.67%. That's it. Now we multiply 26 lakh into 4.8%, 1 lakh 24,800. Then 10 lakh into 8%, 80,000. Last one 25 lakh into 12.67%, 316,750. Now if you add up, you will get 521,550. The total of the capital is 61 lakh. So WACC we got 8.55%. Now you are sure, you are perfect in calculating the cost of capital. First, we have to remember the formula for specific cost. तो ऐसा भी प्रॉब्लम आ सकता है जहां पर दोनों भी हमको मालूम करना है, पहले स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट मालूम करना है, देन WACC. लेकिन प्रीवियस प्रॉब्लम में क्या है, स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट डायरेक्टली दे दिया था, डायरेक्टली हम WACC मालूम करें. यहाँ पर डबल, फर्स्ट वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट, देन वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट WACC. नाउ सी द 25th प्रॉब्लम. Problem number 25. AP Fertilizer Limited. AP Fertilizer Limited wishes to determine the WACC, weighted average cost of capital, KO, for evaluating capital budgeting projects. You have been supplied with the following information to calculate the value of KO for the company. Balance sheet is given, current liabilities, debenture, preference, equity, retained earnings. We don't require current liability. हमको long term finance चाहिए WACC मालूम करने के लिए. The debentures 4 lakh, preference 2 lakh 50, equity 6 lakh, retained earning 3 lakh. ये चार हमको चीजें मालूम करना है. तो KD, KP, KE, KR, sundry assets. Then external financing information. ये चार में से 3 external है और 1 internal है. Retained earnings are internal, whereas debenture, preference and equity are external. तो external financing information, debentures 10 years. डिबेंजर्स के साथ 10 years दिया, इसका मतलब redeemable. The debentures are redeemable. That lengthy formula we have to apply to calculate KD. 10% debenture of 2000 face value, redeemable at 10% premium. जब 10 साल के बाद कंपनी वापस देगी तो 10% प्रीमियम पे रिडीम करेगी. तो एक्चुअली डिबेंचर्स है कितने, 4 लाख. 4 लाख का 10% 40,000. तो 4,40,000 will be returned at the time of redemption and sold at par. इश्यू करते वक्त पार वैल्यू 4 लाख रुपए के ऊपर इश्यू करें, लेकिन 5% फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट है, 5% फ्लोटेशन. तो नेट प्रोसीड्स ऑन इश्यू एनपी में फेस वैल्यू 4 लाख माइनस 5% फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट. और P जब लेंगे अमाउंट पेएबल ऑन रिडम्पशन इज फेस वैल्यू प्लस 10% प्रीमियम. ये डाटा यूज करके हम KD आफ्टर टैक्स मालूम करेंगे. Then preference shares, 10% preference shares, sale price 100 rupees per share. Then equity shares, sale price is 100 rupees per share. Sale price का मतलब market price. The corporate tax rate 50%. The expected equity dividend growth rate is 10% per year. ये KE मालूम करने के लिए growth rate दे दिया. And the expected dividend at the end of the current financial year is 10 rupees. Calculate the specific cost of capital and WACC. स्पेसिफिकली प्रॉब्लम में दे दिया कि पहले स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट मालूम करो और उसके बाद WACC वेटेड एवरेज कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल. कम ऑन, विल स्टार्ट नाउ दिस 25th प्रॉब्लम. कैलकुलेशन ऑफ स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट. ए, cost of debt KD, redeemable debentures. So KD after tax is equal to I plus P minus NP by N divided by P plus NP by 2 into 1 minus T into 100. Already we have applied in the previous problems. I is equal to interest. The interest is given in the problem 10% of the face value of debentures is 4 lakh. P is equal to amount payable on redemption. So it is given redeemable at 10% premium. तो face value plus 10% premium 4 lakh plus 40,000 is equal to 4 lakh 40,000. Then NP, net proceeds on issue, face value minus 5% flotation cost 4 lakh minus 5%, it is 3 lakh 80,000. N is equal to how many years? 10 years. T is equal to tax rate. Tax rate is 50%. That's all. Now KD after tax is equal to interest is 40,000. Plus P is 4 lakh 40,000 minus 3 lakh 80,000 divided by 10 whole divided by 4 lakh 40,000 plus 3 lakh 80,000 divided by 2 into 1 minus 0.5 into 100. That is equal to 40,000 plus 6,000 divided by 4 lakh 10,000 into 0.5 into 100. So KD after tax is equal to, ultimately you are getting 5.61 or one specific cost we got, that is KD. Now we will calculate KP. This is B point. Cost of preference capital. KP is equal to DP by NP into 100. DP, dividend. Preference dividend is 10%. Of preference capital is 2,50,000. 25,000. Net proceeds is equal to 2,50,000. So KP is equal to come on, we got KP. KP 10%. Now we calculate KE. K is equal to D by P into 100 plus G. Dividend. How much is the dividend given in the last line? 10 rupees. Market price per share, selling price is 100 rupees. Growth rate in dividend is 10%. %. We got it. K is equal to 20%, right? Now we calculate KR. D. Cost of retained earnings. KR is equal to KE because there are no flotation cost. There are no flotation cost. So KR is equal to 20%. KR और KE, cost of equity and cost of retained earnings दोनों बराबर हो जाते हैं. कब बराबर होते हैं? अगर फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट इक्विटी शेयर्स में नहीं है. अब यहाँ पर इक्विटी शेयर्स में कोई फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट नहीं है, इसीलिए जो भी KE है वही KR. That's it. So we have calculated all the specific cost. Now ultimately we have to find out the WACC. Type of capital. Then book values. Specific cost. Total cost. So here type of capital, first of all see the problem and take the amount. Debentures. It is 4 lakh. Secondly, preference 2,50,000. Next we have equity 6 lakh. Retained earnings 3 lakh. Specific cost KD is 5.61%. KP is 10%. KE 20%. KR 20%. That's it. Or now we take the amounts. 4 lakh into 5.61%, 22,440. Then 2,50,000 10%, 25,000. 6 lakh 20%, 12,000, 1,20,000. Then 3 lakh 20%, 60,000. Total is 227,440. And the total of the amount is 15 lakh 50,000. 15 lakh 50,000. Now we calculate WACC. $227,440 divided by 15 lakh 50,000 into 100. So it comes to 14.67%. That's it, 14.67%. So in this problem we have calculated the specific cost and then we have calculated WACC. So you have to remember the formulas for specific cost: KD, KP, KE, KR. See the next problem. Problem number 26. A fertilizer company wishes to determine the WACC, weighted average cost of capital Q, for evaluating capital budgeting products. You have been supplied with the following information to calculate the KO of the company. Current liability ignored. Debenture 8 lakh, preference share 4 lakh, equity share 10 lakh, retain earning 4 lakh. So again we have debentures, preference, equity and retain earning just like the previous one. Sundry assets we don't require. External financing information. 20 years 10% debentures. तो इसका मतलब again redeemable debentures. Same formula अभी जो apply करें. Redeemable at 5% premium. जब रिडम्पशन होगा तो वो टाइम पे 5% प्रीमियम देंगे, यानी P is equal to face value plus 5% प्रीमियम. सोल्ड एट पार, इश्यू करते हो पार वैल्यू पे इश्यू करें, 2% फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट, तो 2% फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट निकाल दें. 12% प्रेफरेंस शेयर, सेल प्राइस 100%, 2% फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट. प्रीवियस प्रॉब्लम में प्रेफरेंस शेयर में फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट नहीं था. नाउ वी हैव 2% फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट इन प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स. Equity share, sale price 120 rupees per share, flotation cost would be 5 rupees per share. ये नया पॉइंट. प्रीवियस प्रॉब्लम में इक्विटी शेयर्स में कोई फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट नहीं था. नाउ हियर वी हैव फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट इन इक्विटी, राइट? एंड लास्टली the corporate tax rate 50%, expected dividend growth rate 5%, expected dividend at the end of current financial year 10 rupees per share. Assume that the company is satisfied with its present capital structure and intends to maintain it. Calculate WACC. Pura problem same except two changes. The two changes are, first there is flotation cost in preference and there is flotation cost in equity. और flotation cost equity में रहने की वजह से KR also we have to calculate. We have to calculate